Hey guys, so we're on the property now. Now this property is 10.7 acres. The goal is all this that's over here. Right now it looks really bad because this time of the year, leaves growing. All this is 90% bushes. There's a lot of trees, but there's also a lot of fallen trees. So the goal is to clean everything, all the tree stumps, get everything out of here. And that includes all this side. On that far corner, there's a ravine. There's a pipe somewhere here I gotta find. And that flows into the ravine, which is all this north front street up here. All the water drains onto this property. Well, in that back corner, there's about 2.5 acre, I would say, that's swamp, and that's where that water runs to. So we're gonna get that set up. Now, to get all this cleaned out, this is where the interesting part comes in. We're gonna walk down here. I have my deer cam, and I have a solar panel that goes with my brownie cam, and this sends me footage. I can do video or pictures and stuff, so when I'm not here, when somebody's out here, I catch them, I go and have a talk with them, and it works every time. Well, there's this one old guy, and you can see my truck and everything's right here. I originally made an accident. We have 2 access points to this property, one here and then one up here. We actually own the road that runs into our property, and there happens to be 2 houses that are on that road. Well, the guy that lives right against our property, he's kind of crazy, and when I first bought the property, he swore up and down I cannot do nothing with this side. Well, the property's paid off. I got the address done, and now guess what? The address is that entrance right there. So he's got all his trucks, all trash, all his crap laying everywhere right there, and so I'm setting this up right now. So when he does something crazy or tries to do something, I'll have it on camera. And also, you guys will see it on this camera too, because anytime I'm out here, I'm gonna have this 360 rolling. We're just gonna run it on my chest. But the goal right now is to go down here, we'll get this set up, and then once this is set up, we'll get the excavator off the trailer, we'll take the excavator over there, and we'll start cleaning up that area, because the thing I got going is I have an 18,000 pound excavator that I'm going to be having delivered here, and I'm going to rent it for the month, and I'm going to use that to go through and clean all this, clean everything, fill all these little holes in, and all these trees are going to get hauled down to the bottom of the property and stacked up, and then all the brush and stuff will pretty much just die anyways. So that's kind of the goal right now. So there's a chance that when I'm over here, he may come outside. I'll probably blur his face. That way I don't have to worry about, even though if he walks on my property, I'm probably fine with it, but we may have cops here. We'll just have to see how this plays out. But right now, the goal is to get this set up. So I will go ahead and get down here, and I didn't want it to turn like this, but I want to use my property, and this is what it's going to take. But everything's kind of overgrown. This is where I was doing videos cleaning this barn out right here, and there's still some sheet metal there. There's more back in there, and you can see how this stuff just grows. So when I get the bigger excavator here, I'm going to find a scrapper. I'm not even going to waste my time hauling the stuff in anymore. I'm going to find somebody that does scrapping and then just give it to them. And that'll help them out, because I mean, obviously that's what they do for a living. So, and there's a 40 by 80 barn right here that's nothing but sheet metal on the outside. And then I also brought new signs, because you can see the signs are kind of faded, so we're going to be hanging some new signs too. But yeah, here's even my shipping containers are completely buried. But yeah, right here, there's the driveway going straight this way. So I'm gonna bring my excavator in and start ripping all these small trees out and gutting all those, what I can gut out. And then also too, we're gonna have a surveyor come in and tell me the border line up here, so I'm not crossing in people's backyards. And I know, because I want this as wide as I can possibly make it. So, and like I said, this is all commercial land. So once I do all this property, the value and everything just goes up. So that's the main goal with this property. So let me go ahead and try to find a good spot to put this, and then we'll go get the excavator and we'll get started, and we'll see what's going to happen with all this. And I hope you guys are going to like this video series. Should be a very interesting one. So hit that like button, subscribe button if you're going to want to see more, because there's going to be plenty more of this coming up. And so we'll go ahead and let's get going on this. All right guys, so this is where we're going to start at. drove it down here from back there. You can see how thick this stuff is. I mean, it's not crazy thick, it's just the grass is really tall, and then it's all these weed trees and the smaller trees. So for right now, what my goal is get rid of all the small shit, all the small trees, get everything opened up, and get all the way up to where he's been parking his truck at. And then, because right now he left. So if I can get all this opened up, and then up there where his truck's at, I got the deer cam set up. And then if he's there, I'm gonna ask him nicely if he can move all, he's gonna have to move all of his stuff, clean up his driveway so he can put everything back in his driveway. And then we're just gonna focus on this area right here. And that way when we get when they bring in the big excavator, I can just come right off this road, right onto well, because we own the road too. So they could drop it on the road, and then we can drive it right up on the property. And then that's when we're going full out. All this, all the way down, about, I wanna say, about 500 feet that way, maybe more, is where the swamp's over there. But I think there's like 500 maybe because I think from right here to the back corner on this side is like 700 to 800 feet. So I think there's 500 feet of usable land going that direction. And then that barn right there that's half fallen, I'm gonna finish ripping down that barn. So we gotta get all this stuff so we can get to the barn. And then, like I said, I'm gonna have somebody to come in and get the sheet metal and all that. And the containers, I don't know, I may just sell them. I'm gonna use the excavator to move them, and then I may just put them up for sale. They're still real good shape and everything. This one's got my air compressor, but I can just pull my stuff out of it. So for right now, let's go ahead and we'll get this thing fired up. And I'm just gonna leave you guys on my chest, and we're just gonna go through and start wiping all this out and see how far we can get today. All right, so you can see we got all this kind of cleared out, opened up, got it. I'm just, for right now, I'm shoving all the dead stuff and everything over on the side. When we get the bigger excavator here, we'll end up making some big piles, and then what we'll probably end up doing is loading it up into the, I might buy a dump truck for the fact that I need to haul all this to the back part of the property. So that may be the next thing we may be picking up here in the near future. So, but we'll go ahead and we'll keep going. I want to get all that cleared out, and then we're opened up to our road, which is part of our property. And then that's when I'm gonna have to find out how he wants to move all his stuff, and if it wants to be peacefully or if it wants to go the hard way. And this crap here is what's irritating. See all this stuff here, this sink, all this crap. This is all the crap he's dumped on this property, and there's way more of it over there. And so that's what I'm getting tired of. And but our address is now here, and this is our right of way, so we're gonna go ahead and keep clearing and see if we can't get this done before anything happens. So here we go. Alright guys, we're back out here. That day, a couple days ago, we got dumped on. A bad storm hit, so I ended up taking off. Now, I ended up finding a frick ton of garbage that guy decided he wanted to put there to block my entrance into the driveway, which is our address and everything is right there. So I ended up getting a hold of the police. We had the police come out. The police went ahead and basically told him he needs to move his shit. I tried to work with him. I was trying to be nice and told him that I'll work with you. I'll help you move this stuff. Just get the stuff out of here. Well, 2 days later, he completely went backwards on me, and I caught him again on the property with my deer cams, because I have cellular deer cams that send me footage and they record, and he did it again. So I went and pressed charges, and the cops just met up with him yesterday to let him know I'm pressing charges. He decided that he's going to try to go to the city on me and try to get me in trouble, which he can't do because it's commercial. I already have everything by the book. Cops are on my side, and he's now blocking the entrance with his truck, which technically right now I could call a tow truck and get him towed, but I'm not going to be working over there yet, not until this week. But there's some other things coming in play. The city is supposed to be coming out, and they're going to strip everything, all his junk, everything. They're going to take everything, and then they'll charge him at the end of the year on his taxes. So he's not going to be happy about that part. Now, I need to go over there because I need to grab one of the SIM cards, and I wanted to get the footage off the one camera because one of them's taking pictures, send it to me. The other one does recording, and I want the one that records because all that the footage on there is with the day when the cop and him were talking. He drugged the cop onto our property, so I wanted to get that footage off there. So there's a chance that he's out there right now, and he's probably going to try to walk down the hill. Now, I don't want him knowing where my cameras are because that's the object. I don't want him to know where the cameras are. So when he walks in, I got a few over that way, and I got some over here, and then I got 2 that are over here. So, and like I said, they all run off cellular. So within like 3 minutes of when they take a screenshot, I get it to my phone and get to see what it was. Normally it's deer and stuff like that, but every once in a while it's this crap. Now I already cleaned a lot of this, but this is more like just updating you guys, and we're going to be back out here. We're going to be stripping a lot more of this, and I got this property is going to be getting sold to a commercial company, and so I'm trying to get this entrance done. That's why I've been fighting this. So yeah, it's fun. So let's go up here and let's see what's going to happen. So as you can see, I opened all that up, got this all opened up, got this all opened up. We're gonna open more of this down that way. And the goal is to get the tractor up there and start dragging this down. And then basically you'll come down there, turn right here, and then this will be like a big open area where you can park at and stuff. So that's the game plan. But I already got all these trees down. You come down here with my chainsaw, cut all this stuff up. But let's see if we can get this SIM card without being noticed grabbing this. All right, we got it. All right. Alright, so this is what I use. I have one of these. It just plugs into your phone. And then all I have to do is go to my files, and then I can upload this up. I'll be back in a couple minutes, and for you guys it'll be a split second. But I'll go ahead and get this stuff transferred to my phone, and then we'll kind of sneak back over there, get this put back up. And like I said, the object at the moment is to keep him from seeing where the cameras are, because he doesn't seem to want to believe me that there's cameras out there. But the last time I caught him, I happened to have his phone number, and I sent him a text message with the picture and the screenshot of him there. So he didn't see, freaked out, ran, got in his truck, took off and ran. So just neighbor stuff, fun stuff. But I'll be back in a couple minutes. All right guys, so I got that all taken care of. So the game plan is to get out here. We need to wipe this section out over here. We need to come up through here and all the way up there straight ahead. This is going to be the driveway coming in. obviously I'll try to zoom in, but you can see his truck's parked right in my way. Try to zoom in, but you can see his truck's parked right in my way. There's garbage over here that he put over here. There's hoses and shit, and sorry I'm cussing, it's just irritating. There's hoses and stuff there, a whole bunch of flowers, plants, all kinds of stuff, pottery stuff that you put in. It's all loaded up there in my way. His truck's in my way, so by Monday or Tuesday, if they haven't got in here, the city's supposed to be sending a cleaning crew out, and they're supposed to come out here and strip all this, everything he put on my land, everything that's in his yard, and they're supposed to strip everything out and then charge him at the end of the year on his taxes. So I tried to do this, like I said, I think in the last clip, I tried to do this the nice way and everything, but he wanted to go against me. So, and also code enforcement is sending out I think it's APS or something, adult protection or whatever, and because his house is unlivable, it's unsafe to even be living in that house. So he may be gone before I get out here on Wednesday. But yeah, that's the object, is get this thing built. He's the reason I haven't got this done yet, and why the videos are kind of slowed down, because I'm in the process of taking care of this crap. So, but it's by next week we're gonna have this all done, this all wiped out. I'm selling I got a company that wants to buy this property, so, and they offer me enough money, and I'm willing to let it go, so we can move on to bigger and better things. So I hope you guys like this. Normally, let me say this first, I normally don't post stuff like this. Normally crap like this, I kind of keep it away from the channel, but I need footage too for me also. And so, and this, if you ever think about buying property, look who the people live next to your property, because this is the kind of crap you can run into. So if you guys like this kind of stuff, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Leave me a comment what you guys think about this situation, and we'll be back out here by next week, and either he's still here and I'm just gonna drive over all that stuff and just plow it out and take the tractor and back blade it all right onto his property, which I was told to by code enforcement and the police. So this may get really interesting, and I tell you right now, as soon as I do that, he's gonna go crazy on me, and it'll make for an interesting video. So if you're looking forward to this type of stuff, I know people like this type of stuff. Like I said, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and thanks for watching.